Countries like Sri Lanka, Zambia, who are struggling in a major debt crisis, they cannot afford to come out of this crisis because BlackRock refuses to renegotiate and to cancel this debt that is urgently needed so that we can take climate action and take care of our peoples in the global south.
The World Economic Forum is ongoing in Davos, Switzerland, and a lot of activists have taken upon themselves to make sure that their voices are being heard. So they are protesting in Davos. Watch this video, and when we come back, we shall talk more about what is the World Economic Forum and what are their aims and objectives.
I'm here because the WEF are here, which is really this great collection of wealth concentrated together in Davos. And I'm here with patriotic millionaires from the UK. I've come out to join the hike and the protests here because we're in favour of wealth taxes. We really want to reduce this level of wealth inequality in the world that's so corrosive to society. My message for those guys meeting would be, think to yourselves and talk to your friends. Are you sure you're not the problem, rather than thinking you're the solution? And actually, you give your governments permission to tax you and to reduce your wealth. The governments can do much more useful things with your money than you can.
Revolution!
It's important to be here to show what are the problems of the World Economic Forum. We see that the WEF is inviting a lot of companies that are doing harm, that are not accepting human rights, that are violating the climate in different ways, and we are protesting that there are also dictatorships here at the World Economic Forum getting a platform, and yes, we don't believe that a better and more democratic world will come out of this forum. My message would be don't mess with our planet, don't mess with society, because the backlash will be immense for them.
Countries like Sri Lanka, Zambia, who are struggling in a major debt crisis, they cannot afford to come out of this crisis because BlackRock refuses to renegotiate and to cancel this debt that is urgently needed so that we can take climate action and take care of our peoples in the global south. They're here very well protected by guards who are very proud to be part of this, but BlackRock is one of the worst mafias of the world, and that's why here in Davos we thought it was really a good idea to pay them a visit.
For those of you who might not know what is the World Economic Forum, let me put it this way. It's like a gentleman's club of the top 1%, the extremely rich people, political elite, and the businessmen and women. They all meet once a year where they draw up rules and regulations and plans for all of us to follow. They sit over there and they make plans that we here have to follow. It's very, very funny to see things like that because if you look at this World Economic Forum very closely, one of their greatest objective is to make sure they protect the environment. And how do they plan to do that? By letting all of us understand that climate change is real and we all must cut down on our carbon footprint. We must make sure that we cut down on the quantity of CO3 that we emit into the atmosphere. At least that's what they want us to do. But ask yourself, how did they, not all of them, but how did most of them get to Davos? How many of us have private jets? But I'm guessing most of them who went there went in their private jets. The quantity of CO3 that their private jet produces is more than most of us will ever emit. But yet still, we have to watch our footprint. We have to reduce the quantity of CO3 that we emit. And the one this year has been very special because you can see all the activists who are there protesting and making their voices heard. Some people are saying that these super rich people have so much money that they don't even need. And it would be best if the government tax them more. At least what the government gets from taxing them can be used to do many other things that are going to be very beneficiary to the rest of the world. Because take note, many people around the world are suffering. And if they really are a force for good, then they shouldn't be against the government taxing them more. Because let's face it, they have so much money than most of us combined. They are super rich. Yeah. And I think that was last year or last 2 years when all of us were struggling with the pandemic. They came out with a slogan that really gave people some thought to think about. They said, "You will own nothing and be happy. You will not own any land. You will not own any property. Do not worry about any privacy. Just let everything go and be happy." And people were like, okay, we understand what you are saying. You guys want us to have nothing and be happy. But you guys have everything. You have the private jets, you have the big houses, you have all the golds and the diamond and the silver. And yet still, you want us to give away everything we have. So it was very controversial, and many people felt like this was a step too far. Yeah, this was a step too far. So I'm very happy to see that people are becoming very proactive. That people, when they see something that is wrong, they said something. I'm very happy about that because I believe that we must be very careful with organizations like this one. Because if there's one thing that I know about organizations is that they want to grab as much power as they can. They want to make sure that the common man has nothing. They want to make sure that the people surrender everything to them. To those people, the upper 1%, power and authority is what they want. And we must be very watchful. We must be very watchful. Before we know it, we might finally own nothing as they want us to be. But you guys out there, what is your take on the World Economic Forum? Do you really believe that they are a force for good? Do you really believe that they do match actions with words? And if they are really fighting against climate change, which is one of their greatest aim and objective, why do they still fly private jets? Don't these private jets emit more CO3 than most countries in Africa? Let us know in the comment section below because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. Please kindly like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this YouTube channel, because little deed of goodwill like the one you just did helps the channel a lot, and we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that.